We begin at 5 with a story we broke at midday. A tent catches fire in Portsmouth. Inside that tent, firefighters find the body of a man. Those are the facts. How the fire began and who the man is, that's something investigators must still determine. 10 Your Side's Lauren Moss is live with what we do know at this hour. Lauren?
Well, Tom, just sad. That's what one neighbor told me. She said an old man she identified as Alan Smith lived in the tent. The neighbor didn't want to be on camera, but told me there used to be a house on the property. Years ago, it was condemned. She says he lived in a shed, but it didn't have electricity or running water, so it was taken away. The neighbor says Smith started living with someone else for a while, but 4 weeks ago, she saw him pushing himself in his wheelchair down the street. She asked him what he was doing back. The neighbor says Smith told her he left his previous living situation, now staying in a tent. The neighbor says she was very concerned about him, especially as it got colder. She said she'd get him groceries and anything he needed. The neighbor was shocked hearing the devastating news this morning. Portsmouth firefighters say they responded to a 911 call and found the tent had been on fire. The man was inside.
I'm overwhelmed with it. I don't think this should have happened. I'm very sad, and I don't want that man to be in pain, and I didn't want him to be in pain, and I did not want him to die like that. I mean, it's just a tragedy. That was the end for him, and it could have been so much different.
The neighbor said she called social services to get him help. She said he spent nights at the hospital but would get released back to this tent. She says she is frustrated and says the system failed him. I'll have more at 10 and 11. In Portsmouth, I'm Lauren Moss, 10 on your side.